Now let's move on. It's about 5 minutes after 11. We are still in the studios of Afro City Extra right here on the Bantama High Street. Oh, hey, oh, social media. For some time, we are going to remain on social media for quite some time. You know, I am framing some question. Let me tell you radio. Radio now, no phone now. It down. I have in the studio Gabby, CJ, and our resource person today is lawyer Godlove Tinkran, a private legal practitioner and a lecturer at Presbyterian University here in Kumasi. We have one lawyer Dino here, Journal. Yeah, I'm sending my mini pan. Aye, that Tinkran. Yeah, and Tinkran, I'm sure my one. Patch me. You move on. I feel yes, your name say school, you know. Young call lawyer mean say a legal matter, but would my
Sure.
Trotrum, you didn't get young common.
Pocket lawyers.
Dear Nessie Wesley High, see you with my team. Wesley girls, yeah, wiggy, the original wiggy. So Wesley, also, if you are crying, we'll keep people saying any people.
Same as press second.
Yeah, but really, I think they keep dinner.
Yeah,
Wesley
girls proper.
All right, then they see.
I think what is happening now. They say the Muslims are complaining. Say they are being restricted from practicing their faith
on campus.
On campus. Say that is what is happening now. But as it is, you know, say yeah, ankasana ye picking ye choosing a pay okruma because obekaya and chair crowd. And people were complaining about hairstyle. Okay. Say
Achimota,
yeah.
Okay. There was one.
No, Achimota. It was it happened with Yasantwa.
Yeah, I think
Yasantwa. There was a lady.
Walk Bayana walk on a mutual. Don't quite have no walk. Okay.
You see,
okay.
And then you see how swift minister no of
yeah.
the kind.
Yeah.
But say Obeko public school, you must follow the rules of public school. And yes, for Obeko private.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that mission schools they have in mind. They say Ubeba mission school at least more purpose of the see school. Okay, and if you want to be there now, I will follow rules. So I think there's much ado about nothing.
Yeah,
and I have blown out of proportion, and then all this is happening. I mean, I think say yes, as a society, maybe any drone. I would say because the reason I believe say Ghana we are able to coexist because of schools are acquired. Okay,
true.
Schools are acquired. You call a Catholic school, you be forced to go for their church service.
Mass every day.
Mass you go. Any mission school could be my friend be a friend of Ruben. Can you buy Santini Bapa or come media tia mass? No, no recite your prayer now. A best shock you say. Cannibal, but on your Muslim, or a Christian,
but he's proud getting to know that
we are able to coexist because yet will be a because of your secondary school. How I think so right now, baby, is not the time.
I'm gonna draw.
I think so.
For I'm gonna draw
politics. So okay, so be manifested. We must say
yes, President Mahama can be
politics.
No, they no possible.
I don't understand
because the whole year campaign. Now, when say I buy it schools there, but. And I bind a trade school and teacher for Kenya there, but I bind new authorities in the schools themselves. And they are school be our authority.
And then there's a second argument say the public funds teachers need in a public schools. I disagree.
Yeah.
So see, private schools need do about free SHS mono. And because of government, they be more scanning today. So all of a sudden, public schools are now.
I don't think so.
So I mean, you call it spade a spade.
And yes, Sophie. Gabby, what do you think? You yesterday we were trying. Even my producer was trying to say Ibenya, an old girl of Wegehe, to talk to because now I wanted to dre. Oh, she's a lady. I wanted to dre her say that what TV bisa na today. If we got to know, it's a former deputy finance minister. Abina something.
A Tiwa MP.
Yes. Or no, former girl of
VIP and Wesley.
Debbie, ono ye almost Violet, Sopon Kwana so. Oh, infant man girls.
Oh,
yes. Okay. Samira.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Edi ye nyano.
No, I'm talking about Nana
Professor
Prof.
Prof.
Current VIP.
Oh, okay. Only meaning.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
The more man version that's all.
Okobi home.
But if you are now
I think
on the
VIP,
capacity,
VPA.
yes.
I think
Yeah,
we
Very
have
well.
to
Let's
check.
find
Well,
out.
let's stick with Wiggy. Yeah, because I think saying right Sunday there she may have been busy and I said but they be in course of the weekend and it's anybody time come on. But you are a young woman. Surely you may have a friend or somebody who may have passed through that school.
Yeah, she went to Wesley Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Professor Nana.
Yes,
She went
yes,
to
yes.
Wesley Girls.
So no a Christian to okra on.
Yeah.
Because the Christian could be the demo. Your Catholic, your
Unse
Methodist,
Louis
your
unse first no.
Yeah.
Tete no na omuko schools bebre ansa no mawie.
Yeah.
So actually she attended Anglican girls school at Koforidua.
Oh, okay.
Then Ebri Presby Girls School. Then later had her secondary school education at Wesley Girls High School in
That's
Cape Coast.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About Kingsford, he said, about you're not late, you're actually watching. And there's something beautiful about social media feed. Even when the life is over, the record is still there.
Yeah.
So
can
as and
always
when
go
you
back
have
to
time,
it.
you can always come back to it. You will never miss anything on this channel. Shaddai is all the way in South Africa. Well, it is still morning here in Ghana. So I would say good morning to you, Shaddai Shade. I wish you well. South Africa for General Fujana or your Chief Soso, the future MP, and answer for Mina Enclave. Papa, we continue to. Roy, also greetings to you. And he also says that we should keep the fire burning. Yeah, Ofosu. Sa lady we. Madam for no free. Be who anymore. And a man mount number say, yeah, frame me. I mean, who in the person who's in the pan now. Chennai, oh no. As you ask, I mean, yeah, you are not late. You are tuned in on the right time. Mr. James McKeon Asari. He's a banker. I know him. Say good to see you again. Yeah, James. I didn't go anywhere. Nah, yes, we near their bro. Sounds no. Poku Joseph is saying that this is so good. Yeah, they seem to love what is already happening. And thank you for sharing. Those of you who are sharing, we appreciate you. One on my question that radio, no. Any we got the radio. And I say TV and Gaza. Now let's come back to our topic. Now you're discussing yes you we get here. Asema will be amaso ediako people. There's a lawyer here, but yeah, pocket lawyer, so he didn't answer. Gabby, you're making a point.
Yeah, as I was saying, me call school or Kenya, so like girls.
Yeah.
Catholic school, full of girls. Roman school.
Of course, it's girls.
Yes.
So that was
Enti, the Reverend Sister no. Na kuma nye.
where India
But-
for Nibiana.
Oh, there be.
And a man.
But oh, Ghana man.
Ghana
But
woman.
on only say every Sunday, you know, be commerce.
Yes.
But so called Doma.
Kremoni Grabe Kobi.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
When you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do.
Okay.
But I'll call Doma. Obit my friend Unyame. Obit me aye bibi a pebia. On bambe. How say I didn't know how so we are friend Unyame.
Yeah.
Oh no, yes, I won't restrict to. But on only then say it's Sunday.
The general mass in there.
You
All
have to
students
go.
and teachers must be there.
You have to be there because we had Muslim teachers as well. Ombeba, but we are mokwa. Otimi kwa no timi chebutes crying na.
Yeah.
Because she believed in that.
Okay. Now yemfa compare the because we get. Oh, mohono ne bigu mayafi.
Maya feet how they call class. Yes, I saw 1 or 2 girls be a normal they call class.
And they were not stopped.
No, they were not stuck. And I make her because I know she believed that. And I remember I could penny yes.
Some boy sister no kwa gu mayafi.
Very good.
Ni nuamba kremoni.
Nidiane said, a moon so.
Yeah.
When it's Sunday, let us all go to church.
Yeah.
You know, I custom, but we now person we are
So what is happening at Kewiki?
Well, I feel like I am intimate once a caribbean aba.
On behalf of, on the part of the parents, yeah, or they are someone called and I say, and cry now,
I'll ask myself, parents, now what's your problem?
she's looking out for
Because
for
I mean,
his daughter.
is the daughter complaining?
I think so.
Today.
So I'm a born when I'm a case via da. Yeah, Nam say yeah, it drew. Because now there are about 2 serious allegations. One is that Mpayena Kremoni abaya or so friend or boss de ne papa and mama children. Or Koskumwa, your money money, sir. Especially Ramadan. You know, Ramadan is one of the serious calendars, items on the Muslim calendar.
Right.
I drew her. Say, we are fit kakram kwadia. I think it starts from about 10 years or so, even 5 years, 5 years.
So my point is,
Yeah.
my point is, oko complaining chair mommy and the papa no. Oko complaining say be authorities ne allow it.
And almost say, I'm to us way, Ibiano, and what can to us say, see, baby, I be drew or wiggy hono. Say, as a school, a young granny beer almost spy
Okay.
to come and report to authorities. Say,
This
Gabi,
was going
I've seen
on.
Gabi praying Islamic way at the behind our dormitory and something like that. Okay. As and when you report, somebody from the school authority also takes up the matter as if it's MBSC. And they say me cry and say me criminal me buy any I will feel concerned. Because say ideally, member lawyer or ne CJ crowd, no so buni trigo. Na me doing say bia enka say my back Catholic school. Na unimpa say me din de Rahman Mohammed Musa. Me criminal. And then na I say chinchina ache beba mass ni. But Matthias say for cohesion and better control of all students. So be okwa
Yeah.
do there nya hwe brebe. But matimi aba wo de no kra nu kwasen ka me ba no. Matimi aba wi na ye do dem na me se me de me kete esa ha na ma frɛ me nyame a. Ade na say call report to me. Na ebia ye be mama do ana say e punish me one or the other. Even if you reprimand me, don't you think
You
say
don't have it's true though. You don't have the right to, because once I'm acknowledging yours,
Yeah.
you also have to give me the chance to do mine too. I mean, situation where because I very
so you the two of you should run it up. What do you say we say?
no.
Papa den ko ya 7 in court to mrefie anaze ye ma court to us.
The thing is, I'm kind of feeling be entiase be adwuma dia because very delicate.
Yeah.
Very because once mempene meye.
Yeah.
Menye ene me jai school. O jai school a hefa no ko.
See
I go say Yama court and conclude the case with oversteps and now some of our Muslim brothers now more where once I'm about friend about cool Louis.
Yeah.
Okay. Honor ye orientation.
Louis ba
Yeah.
Louis.
Yeah. I would say situation is say me this is my friend is say my policy is say my school papa uncle. Eti menya school papa uncle dey baby no be school.
I know most school in the o din ka kasa
Aha.
yes master baba
Yeah.
give certificate.
Omo ya we say wo twen kra na obi I mean they are okay with school.
Yeah.
Anti omo ye NSM kiu na me hu baby America because we ba no we deny just say okay, let's come back to the topic. Overreaction na omo ye. Your call orientation for parents. They told us say aha St. Louis awaba. Nance na omo ho no. Omo salary na e was nka omo de ye bibi no. No mu saving in kakran no mu de kwete St. Louis. Enti wo so wo beba honom na omo kra rosary. Na also the rosary na ye bosom. Enti wo bank bia. Don't proceed to the next level.
E ma oba no ma ho.
Amane ma ho. So wo so wo be hijab e de afrufi aba. They don't have problem. But wo do entrance honom a no.
Be.
E wo say we veil no we na wo re. Opon a wo do gate na security gate na wasan do ade you.
I think a room for there.
No, I say obi su krabodua.
Obie de
Obi
wa
80s.
okrabudua.
Obi krabodua.
Na na ni bo. Eba, whatever eba. Eno na me ne me yonko bi din sa nko. Hwe sa argument ba na ya twema na fe asem no aye bibia o me ba. Comfort sebi me koma nje se me bako. Nti me comfort no se me shep doso krabodua nje se me yire enso be shep doso ekrabodua ma me ma a shep doso ekrabodua. It never happens like that. You get it? It didn't come on say enye bodua memfa bodua ne ma nya sa nkomo ye nwie. Obi na odi bodua chikira say me papa ye comfort wa ma me bodua.
How many types of religion do we have in Ghana?
We are at least we are recognized 3.
What are they?
No, we
The
don't
traditionalists,
recognize
Christian,
And
and Islam.
and all these 3 people have a way of presenting
Yeah.
themselves.
And the traditionalists, apart
Kwesi.
from Konfona, Nkasa Okomo, Obi afa bodua mo like
Kwesi. Enti ene so almost started some of the bebo ade na obeka chem.
Yes.
to us way.
So, lawyer made us say. But you know who is that? Nipo mu kra bodua krom ha do so pa. Na me your parents na me kra bodua. Me so me aim ni say me ba to aso.
Exactly.
Enti enye far rich say me ka say me so me ba me ba di bodua akusku. Enti at the end of the day, ni enye restrict your ho to the school the institution na we remu no. Omo practice. But to the extent say Muslim child na more empire na onye na sorry there. I don't think that is actually the case. oba be kan asem kire wo fie fa school ho a tie ne ye pa nkra no tie ne ye pa oh because ebia wo be fasting on say Wesley ye can say Methodist school they have their length
my church
inti me Methodist me ba Wesley ebia wo person practice length Wesley will not allow my child to practice the length.
I see.
Yes, that is their practice. You mo be anye fasting on campus.
Yeah.
So it's not just Muslims. Inti asam no yen kan yi na yen hu say politics in a campaign obi campaign miss promise or koye no. E na abru ade na out of proportion. Inti me dey.
Council, now to you on this in the next say 10 to 15 minutes.
I will see the whole problem na koye. Some group of people think that homo rights are bigger than Obi for right. That's where the problem is coming from.
Really?
Oh, yes. Because we all have rights.
We do.
We all have rights. Where you think your rights ends, that's where somebody's rights begin.
Exactly.
Where yours begin, that is where somebody's own ends.
The girl.
My opinion has happened. One hand and briefly. I won't say, you can't Muslim and then Christianity as someone no more society media say ukotia ya masa.
Yeah.
Where oman kasa no omo victimize omo so omo nye Muslims at some point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, within the sector.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Say I say
but
yes.
When it suit them now they are citing them because they are liberal. But yana school Ghana education doesn't start from the SSO. Ko makalanta SSO communities.
So called basic schools.
Basic schools. Because Oko Presby Methodist basic school now, no restrictions.
Yeah.
But right now, so Oko any of the Muslim basic school, over recite. I mean, and send Oko like Oko exactly.
I send the chromosome near actually.
And you know the education institution.
Okay.
Lawyer be part to us.
Martin Lewis. I will see.
Yes, sir.
Right now, who know under Chapter 5 of the Constitution, 1990 Constitution, from Article 12 up to Article 41. It also power. From 12 to 41, that's where you have the full fundamental human rights. I was under Article 21, your freedom of movement. When you get to a security zone, near a security zone, keep off alcohol. I don't know say security zone a Ghana property. Me a Ghanaian, me a citizen. I have a right to say what the Constitution says. I must move to everywhere.
But generally speaking, record though, somewhere I think national security premises from 4 years ago.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And will you go to court and say me they are buying a court because me person me court security zone so my main meanwhile and Article 21 I have a freedom to move everywhere. We passed a bill here. Yes, we passed the bill right to and it's say act right to information act anyhow. Say information be a upebia utroko government institution be a some release ma anameboa. But kwesi there is an exception. Louis exception is say when the information you are seeking is a threat to national security and
about Muslim me private by man said no.
So what you say?
I can give you.
Yes, amount 40 yes say everything. I was under Article 13.
Yeah.
There is a right to life. Because it is yours. But there is an exception under Article 13 too. Which says that the exceptions are about your life for everyone. And don't pay your woo. O committee insurgents route. So you need to make kun.
As in carry on baby last day ever to about more not so for be ban no so so kusief and that's just for some my kwemuna
yes simple onkoe soldier for yachi no
so no blocking
ni ameka nyina ne say right ni de yewo but udu baby na obi ka kire o say me rules nie na ebe ma o right na limited atiase
because una waba
one frewo akwasi se krom hanom ye wokwan se ye han dan bia tenam se ne ye peme boa but me ko han dan me na fie aka cho se bo 8 or 2 ne prom
me mpe oba o
court wo de court na ko ka che fie e court se won she fie ra normal na if you o se won timi no ne bakra fie abrochi by 9 ye won
and so ben
that's why I always tell people that a very difficult among government is all this ceiling be rent so o the ceiling ba me fa han some fie no eti Louis be humi na so I prepare so or there on na me de be man no how would you know
I won't come and tell you
how would you know
me the chair no what
o ti ase o ba kra Louis say o me de busuani am ntu ahwe when then enti misre hwe nyama ni bi ohaya na mempese meye comparison ni bebre hwe even kra no ye kan saa de abai enye se Christians no kra ewom no kra affect you mo kwasi Wesley girls say ye benya Sabbath for
yeah
ye nya Adventist for
deep
go and ask them say Saturday do omo nko class omo nya adwuma na can the Sabbath write and say it is against our values say Saturdays e homeda mayen enti ma me nka asem sure UCC na omo exams ana satam na Professor Kupolu na vice chancellor ana Adventist for akom ho abom say omo ntro exams no for Saturday ana omo call VC ho so omo mam kwan no momra some boy omo go bebre no say aden no so prof you know me say Adventist omo the exams are question Saturday I say na mpamcho anya bia timetable no ntro say by force so bia exams omo say there be no say okay any wo a wontimi nya ne Saturday menye na call register for receipt exams ndu no nyina to
yeah
so na aba
na this year election
yeah Saturday o man to aba
na easy for pass omo track rata come easy so
postpone enya politics a nyama bi wo ha enya subject for discussion
no we said okay there you want to reinforce what
Louis is saying
say is it because that man is away plentiful he is motivated by what President Mahama may have said
it could be because now yes it could be say we won say saban na aba
but be pushing case watch you case na
but someone say to me file case be about a year to expire and the time be met me dey
I learned this is 2024
what you say
and no more filing
good say 2024
why are they talking about it now
afena ogusu a ono ofo say obey first but you see I have a problem with the rate itself
okay
legally
yeah
or call for interpretation and article 21130
so munchechiri
yen chechiri mu the best the supreme I don't know me nya hu full rate no so wan call for declaratory relief sir say bia court no nhye obi so onye ABCD which the Supreme Court cannot do because matters of fundamental human rights it is the sole preview of the High Court.
Okay.
So if indeed so person omonya enforcement there then he ought to have gone under article 33 under in the High Court where he can get certain reliefs like mandamus and all those things. Near mano say be a declaration release say omun declare as unconstitutional and then enforce Wesley girls to do ABCD.
Okay.
But as it stands, the best the Supreme Court can do is to tell us that it is unconstitutional. What next? Yes, the Supreme Court says it's unconstitutional. I know some lawyers says that when the Supreme Court says something is unconstitutional, it means it never existed. It is no longer in operation. That is fine. But as to whether it will get any enforcement, power, no, is another thing to talk about. Kwasi, asma yekan. Ye mission or faith-based schools fi Ghana education na hwese Ghana
they will collapse. Ghana education will collapse.
Enti nya oye nyina se na Louis kan among for argument nya akwakoye because I buy netu amuka okay let me tell you I am in a mission school I can tell you an authority say enkomodie course say mission schools in person omo schools back enye ne Louis. In fact as at last year it nearly happened before Akufo-Addo left. I am talking from America.
Yeah.
Kwasi se schools no ka say ene o de ye mo na mo se mutu ye se yebetime tua ye nkrofo ka mo njai school ni mai oho na ka behu rules
school kwara ne bobe de
ade
now Wesley girl
French president eko Saudi
yeah
na ya tro na ahead of time ka chere ni say aha de obai ka chere oyere no ntimi nche trousers emefe oyere na no wo airport
na be wana na
yeah be mesro me church
so e be mo
so can they say what
na woman rules and regulations because he is visiting your land.
Yeah.
And so oh Mate we there Saudi for me no mo ya adwen ene me yere no
me ma no even Vatican City
o de me can see asem so
yeah
Louis na fe ono French president ni Chrome aseme nso me ha no
yeah
she ni cap
yeah
ga hijab
amo hijab no he cap ye na wani
ninja
salam
Afghanistan body
yes me pona me ni
oh yeah
Nancy na me hu
na mbe kata we no
omru ye akum wati kwa pai adenti na otietia mo fa hudi no ne fa hudi oba Saudi president wa bye to me no me en why na ye intolerant.
Good. Now this question is here. Ebinemo say over social media, especially TikTok and Facebook. The first question everybody asks is there. Sa kremoni or dey asemi ko. Omusa no say senka eyenkremo school. Na Christopher bi aba say omo so Christians.
Omo ya
omo person we all night. No ye Sunday.
I'm bumpire in tongues.
Almost so there's this general he said, I said somehow, you know, a minority for problem.
Yeah.
Be as a musa. I am a child. Who didn't say more because
and see, there is this argument people make. Ukotia Masa. We don't force the Christians to go to mosques because your faith doesn't even allow that in the first place.
Yes. So background.
Obi only who needs the same faith. Every round was sorry them. It's not you na you the privilege. Oh mano chance say man nko. One kasa no who man kwan. Kasa obeko kra. Okay, ye pese yeko. Omunya Christians oti amas. Ombeso mu come mosques no so mu nko. Ye pese yeko. Can it be possible?
No.
But see, we have been very tolerant with our brothers. And they know. Maybe what Presby University. I've given them the moot court to pray. That make we or Angel FM. Me say Presby University because yeni Imrebia said Muslim intimate SRC president. 3 years ago, it was a Muslim who was elected as the SRC president of Presby University.
Wow. It don't happen.
Islamic University. The other way around.
They won't allow that.
Never.
What in Kobona say? And now no, Madam for assistant headmaster who was. I say lawyer. Honestly a lawyer. I say lawyer. Me who video no. Na me kasi su say o was get me the Muslim for no tenaka mu ko mosque Fridays ko bompa any asade o mababak dem biem ne yenye
But I'm also uncommon you.
and so dem biem ne yenye akwasi. So please we are begging them. We have lived in this community and coexisting for a very long time.
We can round up on this.
Anything
Now you call Lumba issue no so. Well, this one is to all of us. CJ I have any idea una be penyin kakra. And Musa was say benefo kase say na yede yahano yenye even so called government or public school na say bi ya sorry bi adin na so na kremu some bi adin na so no kra anopa parade no the Lord's prayer compulsory by force everybody will recite ye tonyuma mostly Christian based songs first through school mu ye mrefie come as a bank meeting. Banku managers nation. Kremuni kra ka ho. Still now we back so mumpaya. But the never say yisun sa. You be pon na say you be pon na man kremu pon so abo no so de say Arab no nti. On so de ashe alansa. Na ya pon. If we are religious people by nature, sa na pass e kire. Now, me college ma ko university ba ko me no na na wo kan say and the baby who school ground the count my say we free her a dean bobo and the dean's chance in your school. Sandeman no one to a price. Nobody will come in there. Say Omoma say be a my plot in Sydney. And the ultimate is untenable because a higher Methodist plot. It didn't see traffic. I'm a Pentecost and uncle for so I saw die. I would say London. So I understand. Name a empire and some observance be a you say a count one and man crown city and you're complete. Na ye day. At the end, the NT wasn't case. Going forward, say Wege Befa and Quada 500 first year. They should have a way of knowing how many of them will be non-Christians, not necessarily Muslims, non-Christians. And I have say major three: Christianity, Islam, and if it's traditional, you had that critique space for. Let's say Islam. It may find 500, it will be 100 Islam. First year. I can safely project say second year so 100, third year so 100. And I say school of let's say 1,500. There were about 300 students there. Or Munina Muslims. So I'm going to die. Or my drum bompire. On by a continent be near the other. See a tia say momo say a Christian school, say a Christian school. Nate me who say okay, yes, I saw them, but so do we. This moot court Emma or me. And then be wa your head down funny bibia. Most of the whole I am Mosuma. See united.
Say your best also Christian school so.
There be a minority religion will be create a respectable space for them to also worship their God. Now you think that's my question.
Because as a pocket lawyer no. I think say lawyer wa hancho I think say hono betia constitution ni kakra say yen discriminate say kofa and cry 100 based on their faith.
Yeah.
That one will be entirely wrong.
Oh, it's a quota.
No, I think say no cry they be worse than the practices is saying.
I see.
I was here my quite my picking 7 schools.
Yeah.
School placement no. And you say who 1 2 3
exactly.
4 5, 6, 7.
First, now you
understand?
Yeah.
And you go pick Wesley, no, you know, say mission school now will call. Definitely, or more practice be or how you can't avoid it. And still now because of school, no, or more morals, no more value, no or more. Nti o say
that
ho. Amo say that ho. O say na ope. Okay. And na ope. And na wakofa na wenya. And then ukodu ho wie ya, o say ma wonya na ope. Which is wrong. You ntimi ma wonya na ope based on say omo no mu si school no for a purpose. Apart from educating the public no. Omo nim say omo values no morals omo practice no. Omo be encourage or encry. You understand that?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, say no. I mean, yeah, we reach this case because at some point, you know, maybe more press where share, where sooner, where say, maybe more so see schools. You understand that? And there will be schools now. Only be printing the practice. Oh no way. A baby be
that Saturday, me say news file na for panelists in the file the former road minister, Mr. Fuseni Bemuka says I impression. And this no antecedent man but he ended up confirming what they were saying. They were saying because Cremod in Gamba be
yes.
School pa the Cremod head and you school.
And Sanya media. And then look at what they did to a media.
Yeah.
Kwasi, Mesro, answer na beko. Ma maybe be send you.
Producer must send you document.
Producer meet me to
lawyer was to
talk about. And come we Louis Kiyini.
There's an MOU.
There's a memorandum of understanding agreed and adopted by government-assisted and private mission schools as far back as 2024. Kwasi?
Yes.
Me nsana me komu no ko form pa ma producer nko form pa no nhwe yen hwe omo assign to this MOU. Yen hwe say yen nuanu Muslims no mo nkan wu bia na.
Page 7 on.
Yes, page 7, page 6 was yes.
Okay.
Number 1, Ahmadiyya Mission. Kwasi on sign. AME Zion Church on sign. Anglican Church on sign. Assemblies of God on sign. Ghana Baptist Convention. The Catholic Church. Evangelical Presbyterian Church. Office of the
National Chief Imam.
Office of the
National Chief of Imam.
Methodist Church. Presbyterian Church. Salvation Army. Garrison Education. Police Education. They all signed to this document. Akwasi, document we by emra disadel akora no kohuri wo a you see time no kohuri
na bajo the lawyer can no omo sign keke a head of the mission
yeah
sign
moderator for any chief imam for na sign adi
chief imam signature for
I'm telling you Akwasi my emra on issue on fasting for example in the memorandum I say on the issue of fasting students should be allowed to fast however permission should be sought by parents to guardians from school authorities and requisite counseling provided before the period of fast commences. Students will, however, abide by all school rules and regulations. Any health-related effect of the fast, on the other hand, are not the school's responsibility.
Yeah.
You, the Muslim, you signed to it and said you agree.
Let's be fair to say, and yet, or more understand the Ibn Adiasam Nako.
But almost time you see, when you sign something as a head, it is yes. And Ghana, you sign international treaties, you know, effect, you know, I say, so I just gather all Muslims in Congo and Ansana. So please, this is not an argument. What's the American say? Or say, what do you be fast here? Because you are fasting in Pokrano, sickle self, or your secondary school. On parents, you know, school, no?
Yeah.
Yan one so see a mom kitchen.
Yes.
You only make any difference. It would also ban fast here, Kwesi. Go school authorities or say behume. Nakache me so bano or yare, but still on fasting. Oh, what may blame me? What to be as hard and no problem.
I get it.
Even with the dress
code
and
I get it. Nasco, keep the table no on the screen for us. Na yen kase bi wo. Ati for say o hwe ne a adwa hwe abede wati. Wo mo missions are ekoye as many as 13 including the police education. And afezo omo hesa omo ensashase. Edi a obia ye panyini. Obia Ahmadiyya mission.
Man sorry, me moderator no. Reverend Doctor. Yes, Abraham Kwachi.
Yes.
Me moderator no.
Omo nyina omo sign nyina no mam body no. Now how serious this document was. Movi bin Saleh no, I think so na that no president here Thanksgiving no bomb pie the no.
Yes.
I don't say me that pa. Ono ene gina mu ma me dia mission. AME Zion Church so Right Reverend Dr. Hilia Dogbe and the Simon wo mu. And na fe so you call Anglican Church so Venerable Anthony Amwakohene. Is that so?
Yeah.
Yes. Ewule. Yes. No Amwakohene, it's Mokahene. Ewule and the Simon wo mu. Assemblies of God Churches so Reverend Stephen Wingham. Wow. Honestly, we're a celebrity reverend. Ghana in the name of Assemblies of God. Ghana Baptist Convention BPC. Reverend Enoch Thompson and a Simon Womo. The Catholic Church and also most Reverend Matthew Kosijemfi and a Simon Womo. And a Presbyterian Evangelical Presbyterian Church, Right Reverend Dr. Colonel BDK Agbeko and a sign. National Chief Imam Eba Kope. The signature and also there. Papa no I don't think they Ghana crowd. I think they exclusively Arab. I so much admire him.
Oh, very.
Yes.
I
want to see him.
A very revered man.
Also Ghana to me here poster stamp near the account.
Hey, Papa no any statue crash you and son of you that man is he's an angel on earth.
I feel Presby for penny at here. Reverend Reverend Dr. Abraham MD Kwache. Methodist main CJ yes sorry. Most Reverend Dr. Paul Kebwafo. And Salvation Army, Omo to me dress President Mahama. On the President Mahama wore military uniform be white. No, Baba got the Salvation Army for commander. Or the Colonel Seth AJ a Piatin and a Saye and Garrison Education. So, is it Colonel?
Yeah.
Yes, MY Bobby and a Saye and the Ghana Police Education. So, Reverend Thomas Kofi Abo. Now, it gives some credence to that document, but I don't think that the blame could go to the heads of Mukosai. Maybe they should have come down to tell us and I explain to us saying it here. But my conclusion is a beer political promise be there.
Of course,
pure politics.
And I feel like
that was the motive behind
it.
It's we have barely 15 minutes to 12. Because we didn't start early, you also pardon us there. 20 minutes account now. 2 hours now. We have the next few minutes to exclusively look into what happened to Daddy Lumbe's wives.